This time on Roadkill, it is an epic buddy trip to Roadkill Nights.
The very best road trip I've ever taken with my friends.
Yeah! Yeah! Motor Trend presents Roadkill Nights, powered by Dodge, which is the event where we race on the street on Woodward in Pontiac, Michigan. And this time, we're driving Finnegan's dumpster fire Daytona all the way there.
I'm so excited about this.
It's pretty good.
We're going back to the place I got the car.
That's right, last year, right?
That's right.
I remember seeing it as thing, I'm like, that's garbage.
Yeah, and then I talked you into turning into a plumber and coming to my house and building it.
We made it happen.
Yeah. This is my 1969 Dodge Charger. It's a fake. It's not a real Dodge Daytona. It's just a very rusty, butchered, pro street version that I could afford. It's made up of all my used leftover parts. It has the engine out of the death metal Charger. You remember that car? We took out a perfectly good 383 Mopar big block and put in a Toyota 2JZ turbo motor.
Oh my God.
Then I robbed the old 5-speed transmission out of Blast Me, my 1955 Chevy Bel Air. Out back, that is a bent Dana 60 that came out of my rubber duck Firebird. Then I conned my friends into coming to my house in Georgia and completely rebuilding it and making it run in just 1 week. And now we're gonna road trip it all the way to Michigan.
But you've like tuned it up since then. What changed?
I made sure it would overheat by installing the hood and the nose. There's about 20 feet of the worst exhaust system I've ever cobbled together under this car.
That's saying something.
All in the name of putting the hater pipes behind us and to the side so that we don't suffocate driving all the way to Michigan.
You also have glass.
Oh yeah, we got a windshield put in?
The last time I saw this car, it was cobbled together just enough to do a burnout, and it drove 3 blocks and overheated radically. So now we're gonna get in and drive 700 miles. But it's thunderstorms all the way up against the eastern seaboard, all the way to Detroit.
We're gonna leave Georgia today and head towards a tornado.
Feeling kind of damp right now, actually. And loud. Well, we got the Daytona on the road, but here's something we haven't told you yet. We have our buddies with us. We got Steve Dulcich in the bank shift Cougar.
Beginning our road trip to Roadkill Nights.
And we've got Dan Newbern and Mike Cotton in Rick Claremont.
Here we go.
Ready?
Woo! Newbern and Cotton, they're right behind me. They're in the Rick Claremont, and I'm driving the bank shift Cougar. The motor is a 363 Dart Windsor. It's a very compact motor, same as a 289 or a 302, but I've got 363 cubes working for me, so that's pretty good. Plus, it's bulletproof. It's being a Dart block and all. I ended up putting in a Tremec TKX transmission. That was the best thing I could have done. That gave me overdrive. Oh, no, look, the road's wet right there.
We're in Rick Claremont, our 1978 Ford Fairmont. It's got a blown 6-liter LS in it. This is our burnout car.
Before it became our burnout car, our first season of Faster with Finnegan, we actually took the 78 Fairmont and kind of went NASCAR racing with it. So we put a 347 in it that actually was not set up for boost, with a 5-speed 373 gear, lowered it down. Yep, we put a 671 blower on a vehicle that wasn't meant for boost. It ran 138 mile an hour around Atlanta Motor Speedway.
After we did all that, we took a 6-liter LS that I had sitting in my storage for about 12 years. I have no idea how many miles are on it. We stuffed it back in the car just to get it running, slapped a blower on it, turned it into a burnout car.
Oh boy. Skinny tires up front, way too wide in the back.
And it's raining.
You think Cotton and Newbern are out of gas already?
Yeah, they've got an 8-gallon fuel cell with a 671 blower on an LS motor.
And a lead foot.
That's 5 miles per gallon. That means they're going 40 miles at a time.
Hey. We got fuel coming out of the top of that regulator.
It's pouring fuel. It's literally pouring fuel right now.
Okay,
How
maybe
long have you
that's
been
what
doing that?
I don't know. I just saw it.
Ah! It's getting windy.
Wow, it's windy. It's raining.
Wow, the sideways rain is really something.
We're gonna start the hydroplane pretty quick here.
But the good news is it's holding steady at 230 degrees.
We're almost there.
This is so sketchy. I can't tell if the front end's completely wore out or if I'm actually hydroplaning.
What the hydroplane is you get water trapped between the road surface and the rubber of the tire, and that just makes it real slippery.
So audience, let me explain to you exactly why this is a terrible idea. It's a Pro Street car. Pro Street means that the back half of the chassis has been modified to accept wheel tubs for massive rear tires. In this case, a Pro Track 445 5015. Now the problem comes in the rain because a big wide tire like that really loves to hydroplane.
When the rain hits, even though there's sights on that tire, it's sketchy. So I'm wondering if that's what they're having issues with, because they're probably all over the road.
All right, we're pulling over. This is just too sketchy. It's right here.
All right.
We're pulling into Old Car City, USA. It's like a huge junkyard that's got so much stuff.
Here's what just happened. We made it about 10 miles. We left. Steve can't see out the windshield, no wipers. These guys at Rick Flaremont have a fuel leak. Mike and I are terrified of hydroplaning, and we're overheating, and we can't see. So we pull over, and what do you know? We're at Old Car City, which claims to be the oldest and largest jungle junkyard ever. I've been wanting to come here for a long, long time, but not under these circumstances.
No.
And the rain broke for just a moment, and they're closed today on Monday, but they gave us half an hour to look around. I've seen so many pictures of this place in all sorts of automotive media over the years, and it's like exactly what I expected. Nothing here is for sale. It's like an art installation. They've got signs and stuff everywhere that are just like entertainment, and so many cars and parts that you wish you could have. This is a short bed, wrong bed. That's kind of wild. So they call these Fords wrong beds. It's an earlier fridge type truck, like 58 type truck bed, but it's what they call a slick on the body.
I'm actually frustrated now. Look at some of the parts that are sitting here. Those are actual magnesium wheels.
Well, you can tell by the way they're turning colors, yeah.
Look at all the hoods. So many cars could get saved if this dude would just got loose with the parts.
Yeah.
And the yard would still be cool, still be littered with cars he doesn't want to sell.
Look at the tree.
It came through the bumper. So the car got parked, and it's been here so long that nature just went like, I don't care about you, I'm going this way. Nature always wins, folks. Buy the cookies, drink the beer, get the car, take the road trip, nature's gonna win.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go there, wish I could spend more time, but what we're gonna do now is try and make some miles.
All right, back on the road. Conditions are not that great. The problems we're having is Finnegan hydroplane with this 18-inch wide tires.
He can't even drive on this road. Why are we putting a tub car on the interstate?
You're not gonna be able to stop if you start to lose it.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad idea.
You're gonna go right into the other lane. I'm saying I would slow down.
I'm saying let's get a hotel in Cartersville.
Correct. Here's the problem. You invite these guys and they bring the fail with them. This is like the worst start and stop we've ever had. We're back to zero. We're calling it for the day. Too much rain. Is your gas leak actually that bad?
Every time you give it throttle, it starts like puking out the regulator, so I need to fix that, which is great because now I can go back to my house and grab another one and fix it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, everyone's going home. We're going to a hotel, and we will pick this up again tomorrow. Not supposed to be any rain. We're gonna hit the road. We gotta cover about 200 miles a day.
Got this.
What can go wrong?
It is day 2 of our road trip adventure, and although we're still in the same place, yesterday was great because it was a good test for all the vehicles. None of these cars have wipers, none of these cars have headlights, and apparently one runs hot, one leaks fuel, and well, I think Steve's is pretty good.
Steve's is good.
Yeah.
Mike and Dave are gonna go in and fix their overheating issue, and we're gonna go ahead and address our fuel issue. We found a couple of regulators. We're gonna tear them apart and see if the diaphragms on these will work in this. Hopefully, they'll fix it. Okay, this is your diaphragm, and it's gotta have maybe a little bit of a tear in it. As it built the pressure, it was shooting out. So hopefully this diaphragm diameter is the same as this one or that regulator. There's not much to the regulator itself except this diaphragm. If they go bad, they go bad. We're just gonna keep it simple and use the lines that were on it, then hook it all up to it, and we're good.
When we got back here, we cruised through the door with the engine at 253 degrees. The engine in the dumpster fire Daytona pretty much wants to be on fire. Obviously, we can't have that, so I'm gonna grab some cardboard. I'm gonna make a template and try to make a dam that funnels the air from the headlight holes into the radiator. And then these two guys are gonna come up with some sort of cool air dam funnel system to take the air that's going under the nose of the car and send it through the radiator.
You have to use the tool properly, Dolchek. I can't believe how crooked you got that.
I know. It's a little wavy, but that's immaterial.
We can do this again.
Here, this time I'll watch and you cut.
We're good. It's running about 7.
Our fuel system is fixed. We got our fuel pressure set where we want it. As soon as Cotton clips these zip ties, it's 100% done. The guys are still trying to figure out their air ducting system to cool that charger down. We have QA1 shocks on the rear of this car. And when we were doing our burnout stuff, we tightened it all the way up. We wanted it as stiff as we could be. But now that we're actually going 700 and some odd miles, we want a soft ride. So now we get to go back there and turn those knobs down and actually get some cushion in those shocks, which is great.
Should we sit in like recliners and wait for them?
Hey, we might be sitting on the side of the road. That might be waiting for us later, so you better watch what you say.
Everything we're doing here is about trying to put a high pressure area in front of the radiator and a low pressure area behind it. Airflow likes to go from high pressure to low. So he has taken the screens out of the former headlight holes, hoping that the screens were holding back some airflow. They've made some air directors to take that air and go straight through the radiator. I have hope here.
This will totally work. I mean, it'll do something.
Wait till you see what we're doing.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I've got this air dam that's gonna go right on the core support and hopefully deflect air basically straight up into the radiator. And then what these guys are doing right now is tilting up the back of the hood so that there's a gap at the back, so that there's a vent so that air flows through there and out the back.
I feel like all of this will do something.
We don't know.
This is going to be the coolest running Daytona in history.
We're racing.
At Roadkill Nights. Oh,
There we go.
oh,
Look at that.
it's like a cowl induction hood.
It's beautiful.
Look at that.
I mean, it's not, but it's gonna work.
This is a high pressure area, so we have to hope that the pressure coming out of the engine compartment is greater than the pressure going in. This could be a negative.
Well, I have all the confidence in the world that my car is not gonna overheat, but Cotton and Newbern's car, we'll see. We'll see.
It's not climbing anymore. I think it's fixed. It's sitting at like 209. If it stays there, we're good.
I wasn't ready for that.
This is badass.
Dude, this is great.
Oh, man.
This is great. Like,
Let's do the math. We went 20 miles yesterday. I put in almost, let's just say 3 gallons, okay? It's an 8-gallon tank.
roughly about 100 miles.
100 miles? We used almost half a tank in 20 miles. Once we get to 50 miles, we're done. If it's not worse than that.
We started this whole shindig outside of Atlanta. Right now we're in Dalton, Georgia. We've made it like 75 miles.
Wow.
Which, on the good news, that's like 10%.
I think that's moving.
Yeah, we're trying to get all the way to Pontiac, Michigan for Roadkill Nights. So far, things have been perfect with the bank shift Cougar.
Well, I'm running 140 degrees. I got 60 pounds of oil pressure, and I do burnouts at will by stomping on the gas pedal, so I don't even need this.
Well, you've got the fire extinguisher, and so you're gonna go with Finnegan because not only is this thing still running 230 plus degrees, but we just discovered a major fire hazard. The fuel filter is all melty and coming apart.
So not only are we overheating the engine, but we are now boiling the fuel. Our plastic fuel filter is melting. So pretty much fire hazard for dumpster fire. So we're gonna replace that with a metal one that we got from the parts store. Fixed.
Great.
So I'm gonna drive the Cougar.
Yeah.
Cotton, you coming with me?
I'll ride with you.
Perfect.
All right, I'm with Finnegan. I'm standing by.
You're lone wolf. Yeah. You can break it by yourself, I have faith.
This is gonna be great.
All right, Freiberger Cotton reunited.
And it
Feels so good.
Oh good, we're down to 190.
Oh, good.
Sweet. All right, Dulcich, let's hope it doesn't rain.
I know. Mike. Temperature gauge. That's it. Pretty good.
It's really that loud in that car?
It's really loud in that car. Wow, that's slow.
Dude, you didn't know that?
This is clearly the fastest car.
Oh, hush! Rick Claremont took off after you, and it almost beat you.
So far, my personal Motor Trend road test experience reveals that the bank shift Cougar is the best road car.
Oh, thank you, Freiberger.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's not the coolest car. That's still a shootout between the Daytona and Rob Ferry Duster, whatever that thing's called.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Claremont, you say it with authority and bass when you talk about that car.
Fairfield? Here's the cool thing. We got permission from the Fireworks Supermarket to do a three-way burnout in their parking lot.
So who's riding with who?
It's the Daves in the Ferry whatever.
Stop it.
You picked the
What?
right car, my friend.
And then the mics will be in this.
And the Steve will be on his own. That was really cool. That was awesome. I loved it. The slow rotation.
The kid breathe.
Look at this smoke, dude. That's awesome.
It's time to switch it up. Everybody got gas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Freiberger?
Daytona?
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been lone wolf this whole trip, so it's your turn to be lone wolf.
Okay,
You two go together in the Cougar. You drive Rick Claremont.
absolutely.
Woo, baby.
Newbie in the Cougar.
Here we go.
what's the vibration in the clutch pedal?
I think the whole car vibrates because of the drive shaft.
Yeah, I'm feeling it through the clutch.
I just live with it, you know.
Yeah.
We never ever balanced the tires on this. It like shakes like crazy.
We're gonna ride a boat across the river. We're in Kentucky. That is Ohio over there, and that is the Ohio River in the way. We're at Anderson Ferry. This thing has been here since 1817, and we're gonna load our cars on it and drive across. This is cool.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I'm on a boat.
Yep,
I'm on a boat.
your favorite thing.
Take a good hard look.
This is slick.
Have you ever had anybody do a burnout on your boat? I don't care. He doesn't care. He said yes.
Really?
He said yes.
You're doing it.
Okay.
Dude. Finnegan just got permission to do burnouts on the boat. Wow. This is so cool. Wow, doing burnouts on Anderson Ferry, crossing the Ohio River. No one does this. This is amazing.
Ah, I got too much traction. It ain't gonna stay still. I smell your clutch, Dulcich.
That was absurd. Super dangerous and stupid. But who gets to do that? We're on the Ohio River. Look at that.
This is pretty sweet. Nice work, dude.
I was pushing the front tires.
Definitely Claremont wins that deal. That had a lot of flair. Another lifetime roadkill experience. Burnouts on Anderson Ferry. And now we're in Ohio.
That was awesome.
Oh, that was the greatest thing ever.
I can't believe they were just like, yeah, do burnouts, whatever.
I asked him if it had ever been done before. He said, yeah. I'm like, can it be done again? He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, that was a hell of a day 3 ending, Steve.
No, we covered some miles. We rode on a ferry. Your car did pretty good.
Pretty epic.
Wow.
It's Thursday, and although our plan has us arriving in Pontiac, Michigan, about 285 miles from here tomorrow, the event doesn't start till Saturday, and it is Roadkill Nights, which means I don't think we got to be there till Saturday night. So why not stop under a freeway overpass to install a tunnel ramp? Tunnel ramp.
Tunnel ramp. But the great part is that we're gonna cut a hole in a 1-year-only 1970 Charger hood.
This is how much I care.
Yeah. So here's the situation. This hood that we're about to cut is actually a difficult to find unit. Charger guys really value them. And I could be wrong, but I don't think they're reproduced. All right, Nimbert, let's put it on the moving blanket so we don't scratch it. Yeah.
Wouldn't want to damage it.
What we have to do here is change the intake manifold. Super easy on a big block Chrysler because there's no water that flows through the intake and you don't have to remove the distributor from the engine block. What's a tunnel ram? Basically, it's dual quads on a big high-rise intake with really long intake runners. They guaranteed make more torque. They usually make more horsepower.
Come right.
There we go.
There we go. We're getting it.
Yeah, Dulcich.
That's a ba-bam. You got it?
It's hot.
Woo! That's a lot of glue. It's already sealed on the other side, and you don't need a gasket on this side.
And the perforations will be intact because
Right.
they were protected by the wrong gasket.
Yeah, the bumps are still there.
Like a lot of parts on this car, this came from eBay, and it's used, and it's a vintage Hawaiian tunnel ram. We are gonna reuse one of these 1850 Holley carburetors that was on the motor. We got a second one. We've got to make a linkage to go between here, tee the fuel lines together, and then after that, it just bolts on.
Tunnel ram! Here's the thing, you can put a big block Chrysler intake manifold on backwards. The flange is the same.
Damn.
But on the tunnel ram, there's some angle to the carburetors, and it is on right. Look at that.
That looks awesome.
Instant hero. Bolt that junk on.
So much better.
You know, people actually think, quote, you can't drive a tunnel ram on the street, but you can make these things great. The only thing about them is that they might not cold start nearly as well, but aside from that, you can make these perfectly drivable. Dulcich is gonna master that linkage with the mechanics wire.
I like it so much, I kind of want to see the whole motor. We don't have to cut the hood. All right, wide open. I love it.
We're ready to fire it.
No sparks. Oh, kill it.
Maybe want to fix that leak.
It's that.
That's that. And now it's pouring rain. Perfect timing. There's no air filters, no lid, no nothing.
We do have a little bit of a vacuum leak in the back corner over here, so we're gonna see if we can tighten the bolts and make that go away.
Sounds happier. That's pretty darn happy. Yay! I like it.
Good job.
Let's drive to Michigan.
That about wraps up this job in typical Roadkill style. Now we've got 285 miles to drive to Pontiac, Michigan. I don't know if we're gonna do it all today, but one way or another, I think we're gonna make it.
Hell yeah. That's Pro Street right there. Tunnel ram! So excited, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Fairmont!
That's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually can't wait.
And it's me and you.
Yeah, all right.
go.
You two, him, us.
You, us, there, you there. Bye.
So excited about this.
So now I'm cruising in the Ric Flairmont. I have to admit, I needed that name explained to me because I didn't know who Ric Flair was, apparently a pro wrestler. This is actually one of my favorite cars. I had never seen it before we took off, and I loved riding in it with Newbern, and now I'm gonna love driving the thing. I know it does good burnouts. Full manual valve body, power glide, 373 gears out back, so it's a little fuzzy on the freeway. And there's the police. No, it's not. Okay. One thing Roots blowers are not good for is keeping an engine cool. They do pump a lot of heat, but they seem to have that dialed in on this car. It cruises at about 180 on the freeway. I'm glad we made it here because in my never-ending quest to go to every drag strip I can, we're here at Ohio Drag Strip. That means Dayton, Ohio. It's near Trotwood, Ohio, in the middle of nowhere, and it used to be an airstrip. It might even still be one for crop dusters and stuff, but they had racing here from the mid-50s through 1960s. And the cool thing about it is not only all of the history and the stuff they did here, but there's some neat hangars out front, and there's a sign with wings on it that says Ohio. So I'm stoked to be here. Thing is, both Finnegan and Newbern were already here last year, huh?
Yeah, your Gremlin made a hit here, and I think it was, what, a 15 or 16 second quarter-mile pass?
Yeah, buddy.
On the back of the ramp
On the
truck,
back of the
right?
ramp truck.
Yeah, that was cool. Last year, amazing moment.
This place is wildly different. The corn was shorter and the bugs were fewer.
You know what gets rid of the bugs?
Smoke. Oh, good idea. Let's crop dust this place.
I'm in. Everyone's so much better now.
There you go, Dulce.
That's my boy.
This thing gets loose. I thought I was going into the corn there for a minute.
What up? Hopefully this is the last day of driving this awesome road trip we're having, but we need to do a car change again. How are we gonna set this one up?
Well, I want to invite Finnegan to ride in my Mercury. He hasn't been in it yet.
I've seen the taillights, I just haven't seen the interior.
It's really good.
I'm in. Let's do it.
It shrieks.
I'd like to drive the junk, dunk, whatever we call this thing. I'd like to drive this.
Oh,
but can you
man.
ride with me?
No, I am
No,
not.
I'm talking to this
guy.
one. You're with him. I'm talking to this one.
Oh, if I ride with you in that, I won't have to actually listen to you. Because it's so loud. So this is perfect.
All right. I mean, I get some quiet peace time.
That wasn't very nice.
Day 5.
Yeah.
All the honesty's coming out.
Yeah. Okay, let's get in the car.
You'd rather listen to the worst exhaust
away
ever
from
than
me.
you. Oh, man.
We get in.
Oh, hell.
Oh, there's carpet in here. This is luxurious.
Woo, it feels good out today. Feels like it's gonna be a hot one, but for right now, it feels nice. It's gonna be a hell of a day.
Oh, yeah, that car is loud. I can hear it over your car.
Oh, I know. It looks pretty mean from the back.
Yeah.
Those big meats on it.
Oh, this thing is fast. This is way faster than that car. This thing pulls hard.
You don't even sound like a car. Sounds like a trash dump. Huh? You couldn't hear me? Exactly.
I think we've done our penance. Yes. Whatever it's called, Daytona.
Dumpster trash fired thing.
It is miserable for one reason: exhaust system.
Oh, it sucks.
Like, drives good, seats are good, everything. Man, the exhaust is loud. I think everybody loves the ride in the Cougar for the most comfort.
100.
You don't think so?
No, because I like the style of the Daytona.
It's
That makes
better
up for
to look
substance.
good than to feel good.
Yeah, if my ears are bleeding but I look cool,
Yeah.
fine.
But as a road car, the Cougar's impressive, right? And it's fast and it shrieks.
Oh, it's great. It's probably the
Yep.
fastest car here.
Probably.
Like, period.
I
That
think
thing moves
genuinely.
out.
How about the Ric Flair mod? I love it. It feels like something I would build. That's what makes it great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Seating assignments. Finnegan has not driven the Cougar, so it's him and me in the Cougar. You're gonna go solo on the Daytona before you later on switch into the Fairmont, because you got to experience it. And meanwhile, these guys get to drive in their beautiful creation, right?
All right. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Old buildings are so cool.
Oh, architecture's great. Interior, though.
Well, we have now reached the lose the shop moment of the show. We were just 60 miles from Pontiac, Michigan, our destination for Roadkill Nights, and it just started pouring. We needed a way to keep the water out of our engine, so Newbern and I grabbed some cardboard, smashed it on top of the carburetor studs, then we covered all the cardboard in tape, and now I think we're ready to go on the highway and find out, will it hydroplane? 60 miles, we can make it, let's go. And no one wants to ride with me. I don't know if you've noticed that, but either because of the death or the noise. All right, car. Please don't slip and slide. Ah, yeah, this is working great. The water is just beating right off the top of those velocity stacks. No problem.
Guess we're gonna get on the highway.
Yeah.
Finnegan's gotta be in full pucker driving that thing in the rain like this.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, there's a car in a ditch right there. The top of the road looks like a swimming pool right now.
lightning just now.
Whoa! Woo! He was coming over into me, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was a guy right on my bumper. That was bad.
Yeah, good move, Freiberger.
Thanks. Finally, it's Saturday morning, and we're headed to the venue for Roadkill Nights in Pontiac, Michigan, with racing right on Woodward. It's gonna be great.
Later. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, man.
Man, appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Look at all these cool cars.
Woo! All right.
All right, we made it.
Well, ready for a big day?
Yes.
And now it's official, not even a theory. All three of these cars made it to Roadkill Nights. Yeah.
Yes.
Brand new location this time. We got drag racing on Woodward right over there. And I think we're gonna have the Claremont
Yes.
versus Dulcich.
It's not fair. He's got a supercharger. He's got a supercharger.
You have the Cougar.
He's got the supercharger.
He has ball
You've been
tires
talking
and you have
smack
6.
all week.
All
Now
week.
you have to take the belt off that supercharger.
No way, Jose. Y'all been talking smack all week.
You've been talking.
Don't give in.
So that race is going to be coming up. You'll also see us doing all kinds of stuff. We got autographs, we've got concerts. The Dodge thrill rides are going to be out of control at this new location. Tons of stuff at Roadkill Nights. First up, though, we got to get some slicks on this turd, right?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I've been cruising around just seeing the sights while those guys are changing tires. This is the 9th Roadkill Nights. I can't even believe that. Here's something that's gone on ever since that very first year, the Dodge thrill rides. You can see people are waiting in line over here. The Dodge people put you in with a driver, and they'll take you on a really fun little drift course. This has been like a key thing at Roadkill Nights since the start. It's super fun.
Both Dulcich and Freiberger have been talking smack all week on the Fairmont. They said the Cougar is going to smoke it once we get here. I think it's going to be a close race, but it couldn't happen without having to swap new tires on because our old ones were completely bald. So Mickey Thompson hooked it up with some 255 60-15 ET Streets. I'm going to have these if I stand any chance against Dulcich.
Looks like it's getting ready to pour rain, and I don't want to hear Steve complain about anything, so we're going to go ahead and put his 2810.5s that he has on here. We're going to put them on before it rains, so there's no excuses. He's going down like a gentleman.
This is a new thing where they're drag racing with people. That's a couple of Ram TRX trucks, Hellcat powered. So they got passengers in there, and they're doing races. And look, they also have them in Hellcats and Red Eyes. Now we're looking at our new drag strip on a different section of Woodward Avenue. Looks way better than anything we've had before.
This is incredible. Like, there's wind lights at the starting line.
Yep.
And never forget, this is all being done in the name of an 8-hour-long party.
Yep.
And then it all disappears tomorrow, and Grandma will be commuting somewhere down this road in a station wagon.
But right now, it's a 600-foot track. It's actually concrete. It's been prepped by Total Venue Concepts, been out here.
It's
VP
sticky.
glue is down, and they're thinking this is gonna be fast. All right, this is David Freiberger from Roadkill. I'm here with Mike Cotton from Faster with Newbern and Cotton. We made it to Roadkill Nights. We raced down Woodward. We're having issues with Finnegan's Daytona, most of which means it's about to rust in half and break. So he doesn't want to race the thing. He is going to give you the burnout of a lifetime right now, and then we're going to come back with a match race shootout between Steve Dulcich of the Bank Shift Cougar and your boy,
David Newbern.
in the Rick Claremont. Here we go, burnouts on Finnegan.
Let's go, Mike.
right, so here comes an actual side-by-side as Rick Flaremont in the bang shift Cougar. The Cougar over on the right-hand side, that was the very first vehicle on Roadkill Garage. It was in episode number 1, and at one point belonged to Freiberger and now belongs to
Mr. Steve Dulcich, Dulcek.
Woo! Got me a drag race.
Yep, who shifts that thing like an hose of
Oh
money.
my God.
You know Newbern is going to kill it on the burnout.
Right.
The thing is, Dulcich has been mind surfing the launch here all week.
Okay, but listen, you guys have called us out all week. His mindset is right here, bro.
Oh, yeah?
We've never had that car ever to do drag racing.
Yeah.
It's always been burnout or something. We got slicks on there. Now, your boy has slicks on there also.
Yeah, but he's also got a stick.
Well, but your boy also hits or miss.
Right.
So it's either a 50-50, he's gonna have a great launch, or a 50-50, he ain't gonna have a great launch.
He's been practicing. Oh! It's you! It's you!
Look at it on replay. They left almost identical, but obviously the Rick Flaremont's got a little bit more in the beans department,
Yeah, a lot more
and
oats.
it was a couple car lengths. Newberg's got to be happy on that one.
Oh man, that was incredible. This car left good, did a good burnout. I don't know how close Dulcich was. I know I beat him to the finish line, but I don't know where he was. So I hope he didn't miss a shift. I hope it was a good race. That's one thing I hate is when you're in like a situation like this and you got a stick shift car and you miss a shift. It's such a bummer. I hope it was a clean run for Dulcich because that was awesome.
Looks like it got me, you know, but it's a good race.
And it's Cotton Newbern winning the overall road trip to Roadkill Nights. Thank you very much to Dodge for making this happen again. Gearbend for supporting the drag racing. You guys for coming out. Dulcich, man, it's just been a really, really good time. Until next time, which will be the 10th edition of Roadkill Nights in 2024.
Be there.
The victory went to Newbern, but you know what? Everybody was a winner. Roadkill Nights, powered by Dodge, is amazing. And the drag strip at our new location is absolutely killer. You know what else was radical? Off camera after the event, we had a concert by Ice Cube. That's how fun Roadkill Nights can be. But Finnegan and I were talking amongst ourselves, realizing that he and I haven't raced at Roadkill Nights in way too long. So we've got big schemes in our minds, and if they actually happen, you will see them on an upcoming episode of Roadkill.